Not a lot. Not a lot at all. My second apology is to Lloyd Banks, man. I owe Lloyd Banks an apology, man. I love you, Lloyd. I would call you right now, but I don't know how to work none of that shit. Because I was a little dismissive.
We got it right here.
I was a little dismissive to Lloyd too, man. When we was talking about the one-hit wonder battle, not him, but then that escalated to
the mixtape.
The mixtape battle.
I apprecited your confidence, but I thought you was bugging.
I'll kill Banks and Fab. No, I won't. I won't.
I don't know why you said Fab. Banks, I could kind of.
When you said,
but I say mixtape era, I don't really say the soul tapes. I didn't consider those.
I wasn't counting that.
Me either.
And when you count those as mixtapes, then no, that's a hard one. You can't say that.
But that's what Fab does. He has a lot. He doesn't really have.
If Fab
studio album releases like.
But he's a mixtape king.
Which is why I said what I said.
But he's a mixtape king before soul tape. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the Young OG project to me is like.
Oh, please, I'm smacking.
You talking about before that, too.
I'm talking about mixtapes.
He better not play nothing in the Young OG project.
It's an album. It's not a mixtape.
I'm smacking him around if he turns that mixtape on.
That's an album. It's not
and that is an album, by the way.
That
is album.
It's a studio.
That's album.
Def Jam album.
That was an album tape.
But listen now, when it comes to Lloyd Banks, when it comes to Lloyd Banks, though,
what are you doing when Victory Freestyle come on?
Def Jam, we never
playing?
Hey, Def Jam, we never got back to them 30 niggas y'all signed for that month.
They made an album that didn't come
out. I know. We don't talk about it, but I remember. Back to Lloyd Banks. Now, Maul and Rory, because Rory's G-Unit.
And I was telling you were bugging when we were having this conversation about California Love and Lloyd Banks.
Am I You're right.
So I think you owe me. I think you owe me.
I will never apologize to you. Listen to this. Am I bugging if Banks can't play G-Unit stuff?
Yes, you're bugging.
No, I think I got him if he can't play G-Unit stuff, but that's not allowed.
Of course it's not allowed.
Of course you can play G-Unit stuff.
I would allow you to play Slaughterhouse stuff.
I wasn't in a crew.
You were in Slaughterhouse. Literally, you were. Your whole second half of your career was a crew.
G-Unit ran for mad years. Slaughterhouse fucking ended with
you guys
two
have,
albums
you guys
and two
have more,
mixtapes.
Well, no, you guys don't have more projects.
We have two albums and two mixtapes. Yeah, we don't.
G-Unit Radio is who cares?
G-Unit has more mixtapes than Slaughterhouse has anything.
Yeah, but official joints.
And if Slaughterhouse gets two more joints in, then I'm back to talk about shit. I'm back. We win. We win.
Y'all don't. And I love y'all, but
I don't know if we win against Banks.
I gotta walk back and take
you don't
because Banks' mixtape career is like for me, and this might be my New York bias. It's different.
The whole More Money in the Bank series. I don't know if you fucking with.
I think we could do a Lloyd Banks Joe Budden mixtape battle.
Here's the thing, though,
and it's not off. It can happen.
No, it's weird because a lot of your dope mixtape shit is sad. It'd be and I'm not saying that to spite you because I love sad music. I love your sad music.
I can get to 20 without sad shit.
Your Clue era, yeah, but I think Banks is killing you if you bring up your Clue shit. And I know you was rapping. All right, triangle offense shit.
I don't feel like that.
You was getting busy in triangle.
You're not supposed
offense.
to.
I'm wrong.
No, I wouldn't say you're wrong.
Banks is a different animal.
Well, what is Rory talking about?
But taking away Joe's sad tag is not. That's not fair.
No. I had enough of Rory now. Now pass me the thing. Nope.
I gotta walk back my Puff and Dre take.
Is this gonna work?
I don't know.
Hold up.
Well, what was your take?
Are you calling Banks?
Go ahead.
I'll get into it, Parks, after this.
No, but I just need to know if this works because we'll
try it.
We've never called anybody here. Let's see. Phone. All right, I'm not. It says audio. It works.
Here's something.
I know, man, because Rory disrespected me.
Banks is with his child chilling.
Joe, just check the GarageBand, see if that's showing up. It should be, but
it's on the cord that I had, Parks.
So, okay.
Yeah, it
should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew not to answer the phone.
No, fam, he's quarantining with his child.
No, he's scared of me.
No, he's not.
I'm joking.
Banks doesn't even answer for 50.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Banks plays the victory freestyle, and it's a point.
That's what I said. What are you doing to that?
Oh, I'm playing dumb out.
You're losing that round. I love dumb out, but you're losing that round.
Okay, that's a point.
Yeah, save dumb out.
Yeah, save that to win.
Yo, you know that would be my strategy if I were ever in one of these versus things. I don't understand why these producers.
I would waste a record.
Yeah, me too.
I would waste it.
Yeah,
like get that point.
If you play Triumph, I'm playing the worst record you ever heard, and that's a point for you.
Joe's only approach the battle the same way he approached Spades. It's gonna be the same thing.
Nah, he played a victory freestyle. I'm playing Pump It Up.
But it makes for the audience. It's better. it was on a mixtape,
and it was a freestyle. Nah. You know what? We joking around right now, but I've been trying to think of like who could do like the odd, like a mixtape battle. Like I was joking with the one hit wonder shit, but like who could? Like Jim and French was on the other day. I was like they could go at it. They could go at it. They have enough songs where they could do it. Since I'm never going to get Jim versus Cam.
No, that's not happening.
That would be great, though.
That's what I want, though.
That would be great.
Jim wins.
I think so.
Sorry. I know that nobody wants to hear that.
No,
20 records?
If they went to 10.
No, I'm saying 20.
I wouldn't
Don't count Cam out on that.
I'm not going to 20. See, I don't want people to be delusional. Everybody shouldn't go to 20.
No, of course not.
Like, this 20 shit is reserved.
You didn't want 20 from Trippie Redd?
No, battle me with 5. 3, really, if I'm trying to be extra strong. Nah, 20 is reserved for people, but like Jim and Cam, I would love to see 10 rounds.
That would be, all right, that changes things. If you're doing 10
rounds, the Dipset songs cancel each other out. We're both on these shits. You gonna play something, I'm gonna play something.
You know where I stand with how I feel about
Well, why
Jimmy,
don't you tell the public?
But, nah, I'm not counting Cam out of that. I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Off the mic, you are.
No.
Off the mic, you are. Off the mic, you have. So
Cam's got a lot of hits.
No. I prefer Jimmy's music. I've said that on this mic before.
Oh, maybe I'm confusing you with Maul.
I'm not counting Cam out, though.
I always said that Jim makes better music.
No, I agree. You're the person that says that. You're the person that says
we've all said that on this
Jim
mic.
has more. No, Maul has gone out and said Jim has more hits than Cam.
Oh, hits. Okay.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
No.
Sorry, guys. It's not true.
You don't think Jim has more hits than Cam?
No, I don't. I may like Jimmy's discography
all right,
more,
time
but,
out.
but
Let's
Jimmy
go,
doesn't have more hits than Cam.
Time out. Let's go through it. We don't even
Let's
have to
do the
argue.
battle right now.
What are Cam's hits? Horse and Carriage.
Hey Ma.
No. Hey Ma's a Dipset record.
No, it's not. It's on Cam's. That's on Come Home With Me.
All right, Hey Ma.
Down and Out, Killer Cam.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Killer Cam.
No, you losing me now.
Killer Cam is not.
Which one is Killer?
This is not a hit record. Well, I mean, a hit to us.
Let me hear. This is effective. I wouldn't call it a hit.
A hit to us.
That's not a hit.
A hit to us. We're talking about us, guys.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but don't do us because Jim has mad us.
True.
Do the hits. That's 3. No,
this is doing something.
You just naming hard battle records.
That's what we're doing, though.
No,
we're doing hard battle records.
No, but Maul's statement was the hits, and that's what we're arguing. I just want to know the hits. Cam, who's going to argue this?
Come on.
Suck it or not, 4. That's 4. Now, can we get to 4 with Jim?
Come on, son.
Jim is going to play Ballin', Certified Gangsters. Cam has more hits than Jim.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
This is not a hit, by the way. This is not a hit at all.
In a Jim versus Cam battle, this is a hit.
But we're talking about hits. Jim has records that he could play that's like effective.
That are super hard, of course.
But they're not hits. I'm only talking about hits. And I
agree with Joe.
I think y'all are right. I think Cam has I think Cam might have Jim there.
If we're talking
actual like Billboard
hit
hits,
records
he has it.
with
Yeah.
machines and money behind me, he has more.
If we're talking catalog,
of course, because
you know I love Jimmy's catalog.
Cam was always the
because Cam could play What Means the World to You,
Right.
and
True.
Jim wasn't rapping then. But
And-
like if Jim played Baby Girl, I'm gonna get hype. He might not win against the Cam record, but Baby Girl. If Jim plays Summer in Miami, I'm getting hype.
But Summer
He might not win.
But see,
that's not a hit.
I was about to say
that's
you're
not a
doing
hit.
the same thing.
No, that's not a hit.
Okay.
I'm naming the Impact records, but we off on it. We off on the tangent right now. Listen, damn, I want Banks to call back. I don't like how Rory was talking to me. Give me the score in me versus Banks because I don't like that.
How many records are we doing?
15.
15.
It is not
with
for hits.
No,
hits
no, I would never. What do you? I wouldn't play the hit game with nobody. It's me.
All right, this is gonna be an odd question because I know your answer.
Berg is hitmaker, not Joe.
Does public opinion drive any of this as far as notoriety with these records?
Well, yes, and then Joe would lose, unfortunately.
It would have to.
So, yeah.
Okay, then I have Banks beating you significantly.
Yo, I have to hear all these mixtape freestyles that you have.
So what do you have, a 10-5?
We're going to 10, yeah. Here's the thing.
I think Rory has me all the way fucked up.
You think I have your catalog fucked up?
Yes. I don't think I lose to Lloyd Banks by 5.
I do.
No, I have to see it. I have to see it.
But it's kind of not fair. Because
he had a way bigger machine.
Yeah, like it's not fair. I'm shooting you some bail here. It's not fair.
I know. I came to that on my own. It's not because of G-Unit.
Yeah, like, dog. For example.
Yeah, I think that it'll be a lot closer than Rory might.
Yeah, I don't like 10-5. Like, I came in here to apologize to Banks. And then Rory fucking kicked me in my face.
Like, it's not fair. It's not fair if I can throw this on against you.
Let me hear. That's cheating, see?
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not fair.
That's cheating. That is cheating, though. And that's why I say, yeah, Banks wins this.
It's not fair.
But if it's just Banks, I'm smoking his boots.
This is just Banks and Yayo. It's a point against you.
No, you bugging. He loses. He loses this.
I just clicked the next record I saw.
No. Now you're making me. No. Rory's making me mad now.
But Joe, you got to step away from you for a second, as hard as that may be.
He's your favorite narcissistic host. Of course he can't do that.
Yeah, you got to step away from you just for a little bit. I understand what Rory's saying, but I also understand what Joe is saying. I don't think Joe will get
I respect Joe's mixtape era.
I don't
for
like
sure.
what Rory is doing.
I don't think it'll be a like.
I don't like what Rory is doing. I feel the way.
I didn't say a bloodbath.
I didn't even like that term.
a bloodbath.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a bloodbath. But
yo, all right. So now that we here, and this is not a topic that I have written down, can I have a list of all the gentlemen that y'all think would smoke me in a mixtape battle? Banks, Fab, and who?
Lil Wayne. I don't have Fab smoking you, by the way. I don't. That was a mall take.
Got it.
Don't have who smoking them?
Fab, because I'm counting mixed. I don't
he doesn't
count
have
soul
Fab
tapes.
smoking me.
I don't think you could have Banks smoking Joe and not have Fab smoking Joe.
From a mixtape standpoint?
Who wins against Banks and Fab?
I don't think Banks is smoking Joe. If it's just
I don't
mixtapes,
think
we're not
that
talking about
is.
I didn't say,
commercial releases.
guys,
I'm speaking to
you put those
Rory
words.
said, Parks.
You put those words in my mouth. I didn't say smoke. Well, maybe I did.
10-5 is a smoke.
Matter of fact, maybe
That's
I did.
a smoke. 10-5. 10-5. You got your boots smoked, nigga.
Yeah, thanks, Mo.
I'm just saying. No, I didn't say that would be scored.
No,
Joe.
10-5 is a smoke, Rory. Hey, who wins? Who wins between Banks and Fab?
All right, can we say
Fab.
what we're saying mixtape songs?
Who was that? Parks that said that?
Fab, yeah.
Wait, let me
Fab
look at my
was
camera. How about that?
Huh?
Fab is the best mixtape artist.
Wayne is smoking Fab.
I don't know.
Wayne is smoking Fab.
Listen. We got.
Rory likes that smoke word.
I get it.
Rory likes that smoke word.
I get it.
Fam, Wayne, it's not even a.
Stop saying smoke.
No,
Okay. All right, guys. I'll stop saying smoke except for this point. Wayne is smoking Fab in a mixtape battle.
Wait. What's game? What's game? What score? I mean, how many rounds?
How many you want to go? How many you want to go?
So many fucking records.
Yeah, that's better for Fab if we go less.
No, I think the longer you go, the more this suits Wayne.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So how many records?
You say whatever, and I'm taking Wayne.
20?
Oh God! Oh my God! 20? Wayne, easy. I was hoping you'd say 10 for Fab's sake.
There's no way that Wayne smokes Fab in 10 joints.
In a
Fab cannot be
mixtape
smoked
battle.
in 10 joints.
That's what I'm saying.
In a mix, yo, Rory is 29. I'm done with him. Because
he's old enough to know because he came.
I agree with Rory.
But Parks.
No. This is my era. What are you talking about?
Wait, hold up, Rory. Parks to 10.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
10-5 Fab. I mean 10-5 Wayne.
I don't know about 10-5.
God damn
I don't know
it.
about 10-5.
What's Fab doing when this come on?
Can we give Rory back his aux cord?
Preparing his next record.
Playing his next record.
Yeah, what the fuck is Rory talking about? He's preparing his next record. He's not even listening to this. Like, I think this was more impactful for Rory's generation. This ain't do nothing for us.
This was a mixtape
Fab
record.
is smoking this record.
Oh my God.
This is a point for Fab. I'm playing the fucking Rocky beat. Oh, these niggas looking at me. Yo, what is Rory saying? With a nice chain, I got dough. I let a price lay in your brain. I smoke nice K's in the. What are you talking about, Rory?
That's what I'm saying.
What is that?
I get the
yo,
Wayne
listen,
thing.
I know you got bitches in New Orleans, but no. But no.
I get the Wayne thing. I get it. But I think Rory is sleeping on Fab's.
I'm never sleeping on Fab. I'm never sleeping on Fab. Especially
I also don't know
Fab.
if that's the fairest fight because when Wayne was doing mixtapes heavy, that was more of a later generation. Like Fab's like strong mixtape era was much earlier.
Was before that.
Yeah, like real not freestyles, but freestyles. More so I think than Wayne's were.
Wayne's mixtapes were like albums.
Yeah. Yeah. Wayne's mixtapes were after the evolution of mixtapes, in my opinion.
And first, y'all are gonna feel that in your.
That's the other reason.
Y'all are gonna feel that in your mentions
But that's
tomorrow.
the other reason
that you're trying to shit on Lil Wayne's.
But that's the other reason I don't really fuck with what Rory is saying. Yes, Wayne has a more extensive mixtape catalog than most of us.
And you guys are trying to make it sound like
However,
I don't know Fab's mixtape.
However, I myself, in my New York bias, when Wayne started, he mainstreamed what a lot of us were doing.
He took what y'all was doing for sure,
and he did it better and on a bigger
without
scale.
Question, he did.
He did,
but
more.
I don't really look at him like, and I know that this is blasphemous, like Mixtape Man. By the time Drama and all that shit came along, yes, those are mixtapes. But
I see
we
what
was
your
in the
point is.
mixtape era from 97 to 03 or 4. Whenever the Fed snatched Drama and all that shit was done. So what year was that? 05,
That was
06?
that was later.
That was later?
That was way later.
8,
We
9,
were all
something
on
like that.
digital at that point.
Oh, yeah, when
Like
did
super
when did
digital.
Napster come?
Oh, 2000.
Earlier than that, 2001 maybe?
2000.
Yeah, 2000, 2001.
No, we still in the mixtape era.
I would say the first mixtape era
count
probably
Wayne
ended around 05.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I like that parts.
I agree with that.
05.
Is 05 when Snap Music came?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Then I would ringtones.
But
But ringtones, I think,
Okay.
played a huge part in killing mixtapes too. They got the business involved in the mixtape shit.
But I think that's actually why Wayne became who Wayne was, because he was still making mixtapes during the Snap era, and we loved it because he was really rapping.
Can I have everybody's top 5, not even top 5, top 4 mixtape artists? Rory has, in order.
Oh,
You have Wayne,
I have Wayne.
Banks, Fab.
No, 50's bigger pause than Banks.
I have to
mixtape
put
artist.
50, I have to put 50 over. Like, Guess Who's Back to me is probably the best mixtape
Wayne,
to me ever.
50.
To me, guys, to me, You Can Kill Me. To me,
Wayne 50, I would put, I don't know if it would be a Dipset Collective or Cam.
I gotta put Dipset.
Singular.
Yeah, that's you making my list, and I
See,
didn't.
that ends it for me. That ends it for me.
It's hard. I mean,
have to
for
put
me,
Dipset and G
I
Unit
don't know.
together.
If I'm picking
50,
5,
Fab, Banks, Dipset, Joe. I'm not naming many more names. Now, I can, because when I came in, it was
Kiss had a lot of classics.
Billy
Kiss,
Bat,
yeah, word, Kiss.
Oh, Kiss.
Gotta throw Kiss in there.
Kiss, The Locks.
y'all gotta throw Max B in there for me somewhere. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit,
Max-
French was
Max B is
French
in,
was
that's in
going
the
crazy
Dipset
at that
era
time
for me.
too.
That's in the Dipset era for me.
What a
It's
good
tough.
era. What a good
See,
era.
later
Ask me to just pick 5 top.
That was
five,
that was a great era. But see, later on, Wayne, even acid rap, the Wiz shit. What was Wiz shit? Like
Kush and Orange Juice.
all these niggas redefine. Oh, give me the thing. Give me the thing.
Give me the thing. Give me the thing.
Hello,
Joe.
Banks. This is Joe Budden from the Joe Budden podcast calling.
Yeah, I know. I had to put the text in there. I forgot to put your number in.
Well, awesome. Thanks a lot, Banks. Listen to this.
You're live, Banks, by the way. You're on the
you're
air.
live. You're live.
wanna
And
let
in the
you know.
middle of a heated debate.
Yeah.
Banks.
What you doing right now?
Now, I love you. I want to start with I love you. You know they're doing the versus battles, right?
Right.
So now here we are on my podcast, and we're talking about a mixtape edition of versus, right?
Right.
And we brought you up, man, because you're a fucking mixtape king. Mixtape king, punchline king.
Appreciate that.
You are, man. You are.
Here come the hate, Banks.
Yeah.
Come right now.
Yeah,
After the love comes the hate.
He started with PLK, but it's going to come to hate.
Now, last week, Banks, I came on here and I was a bit disrespectful, and I said that in a versus battle, I'm beating Banks and I'm beating Fab. And then I thought about it some more. And I came back in here to apologize because I don't really think I'm beating Banks if he's adding G-Unit stuff. I think I lose that. Now this is where it gets intense, buddy. Rory, Sha Money XL's man, G-Unit alumni, comes in here to tell me that Banks is smoking Mixtape Joe. Score, you win by 5. And I'll be honest, I got offended and I said I'm calling Banks. And that's how we got here. You don't think that's offensive, man? 5? What'd you think?
I seen a tweet. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, where somebody said you smoked me.
I said you and Fab. But I was wrong. I was wrong.
It depends because, like you said, if you're including the early Banks, because there's 2 different Mixtape Joe Buddens also.
That's what I was bringing up. There's the Clue era with Fab Triangle Offense, and then there's the sad Joe Budden mixtape era.
I don't want to lose by 5, whatever y'all say.
I got
that 5 depends on what your lineup is.
But Rory just dismissed me altogether, Banks. He said I could play Pump It Up 20 times and lose.
Yeah,
I got Banks beating Joe with just
I'm
with
joking.
just the More Money in the Bank series.
See, look at that.
Well, the More Money in the Bank series was 5. It was 5 different tapes.
Yeah, it's a lot of music.
You dick eating nigga, shut up.
So,
hey Banks, while we here, can I get your top 5 mixtape artists ever? I was just asking them. We came up with 50 you, Dipset, Fab, me, Wayne, Max. Like, who are some of the people that were important? Kiss, yes, please. Yes. Who are some of the people that were important for you in that era?
I think you just named them.
Yeah.
Are we leaving anyone out?
You know why I don't fuck with y'all? I had to survive the J Hood era.
Shout out to J Hood.
Yo, y'all laughing, but it's a few of them names that Graph. It was a few of them back then, man. Yeah. I had to survive this.
I gotta throw Jeezy in there.
Hey,
we're 2 New York buys. Jeezy's mixtape era was crazy.
What'd you say, baby?
The first time I heard you, Joe, was on I don't know if they put it together this way or if you actually, or you was conscious of it, but it was you and Freeway.
Yeah.
No, was it you and Freeway?
It was Freeway.
It was definitely you over that beat, though. That 1, 2, coming for you. Remember that song?
Yeah, the Free and Bean shit.
Who was on that with you?
That was me and Fab, and they put somebody else on it later, but I don't remember. Yeah, it was me and Fab. Rory wasn't outside when that came out, man.
I was.
Then 5? I'm hurt. I'm just hurt.
That was a while ago. That's when I was doing 1-4 All-Star mixtapes. So I got a mixtape history before I even got to G Unit. So it's actually like 3 different, levels. But yeah, I think that would be interesting.
Well, what we've come up with in the midst of our argument is victory is a point for you.
I think that's a point against
you win that round. But that's arguably one of my favorite freestyles ever, honestly.
Yeah, it'll be
Which one?
That victory freestyle.
Yeah, see, I was up. I had a different pressure on me. A lot of people don't know that, but we were doing off the momentum of the first 50 Cent of the Future. All those tapes before that, we was doing Clues, Cutmaster C's, and a few other tapes, and we were already doing mixtape shows. And we all sat down and figured out like, yo, I have nothing to perform on my own. And it wasn't like time for a record or anything like that. So, 50 was like, whatever you're going to have to pick a beat, you know what I mean, that you feel could turn into something else. And that happened to be
Yeah, but you went crazy.
Ball.
You disrespected that beat, man.
And Master P.
I had to hear about that freestyle from Webb and Nitty for about 6 months, man.
You know what's crazy? That shit was like Clue put that on like number 12 or something on the tape, and Quiet as Kept. He kind of fueled me from that point on.
Yeah, because
12 is disrespectful.
Because that was a big thing. That was a big thing. Your placement on the tape.
The game is a big thing, man.
Yeah, Clue didn't itemize this shit or try to make it flow. He just put the hottest shit at the top.
Banks at number 12 with the
That's disrespectful.
That's
disrespectful.
That's fucked up. We got to talk to Clue
about that though. The biggest freestyle in my whole career was number 12 or 13 on a Clue tape.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Clue played that game. He would never give me the number one, and I was smoking Fab a few times.
You a liar.
Nah, a few times I was on his ass, and I just couldn't get the number one spot. But I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Banks, what's Joe doing when you play Bad News in this battle?
Pump it up.
I couldn't hear you.
What is Joe playing if you play Bad News during this mixtape battle against Joe?
You said, what does he respond with?
Yeah, because I'd like to know.
Rory, you gonna make me mixtape battle you, nigga. You gonna keep it up. Listen, yo, the truth of the matter is, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. I only was trying to go at you back then, Banks, because you was going too crazy.
I was, it's crazy. I was just having this conversation about that competitive nature. That was regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you was doing something wrong if you didn't wake up and feel like when I heard you and Fab on that on that Beanie Siegel beat, I was like, yo, because at that point I was just, in the hood, I'm like, okay, this is what's going on. Because that was number one on the tape that I was on.
Yeah. That was number one on a lot of tapes.
No,
that was my coming out party. Take that, Rory.
Yo, let me ask you a question, because people always hit me with this. They talk about the old Banks opposed to the new Banks. Me personally, I feel like the new Banks, as far as my last maybe 4 or 5 mixtapes, would smoke the old me.
That's true.
Who do you think would smoke who? The old Joe Budden or the new or the Moo Music Joe Budden?
The Moo Music Joe Budden. Because what happens is like even with you, like on the tape with the joint that we did, like when you evolve and you mature. Yeah, naturally, your style will change because you have changed. But if you think for 1 second, I don't think you able to get into the shit could get uglier than a Master P sneaker bag, that bag still exists for me.
Oh, it's definitely there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can still dig in that whenever you want. It's by choice now because I want to rap about some other shit. I'm experiencing some other shit. I got a family. Like, I'm mature now. But if we doing that, like, it was excessive then because that was the style and the trend and music has changed. But if we're doing that, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I could get back into that, but I think I'm a little more refined. I'm a little more versatile now. It's like in basketball when they say the jump shot don't leave, and as you get older, you're firmer in your fundamentals, which allows you to compete still. That's how I feel like with us. Like,
yeah, you eventually fade away. You're gonna do a fadeaway jump shot.
Yeah,
you figure out ways to do. You feel me?
Yeah,
but
you could do that.
Personally, I feel like, first of all, that Master P line that haunts me to this day.
That was the one.
One of the first tours we did was with Master P. So imagine how awkward that is when I got to go backstage and it's like I'm performing Victory.
And he's wearing the sneaker.
He knew them shits was ugly.
But it resurfaced again because he put out some more sneakers and people putting that line and atting me with it. And I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? I said a lot of lines at that time as a 21, 22-year-old, the Kelly Price lines, all type of dope punch lines that it's just like, I'm embarrassed, you know?
Yeah.
Same.
But that's the difference between the two.
That's my point. I feel like that's hip-hop for dummies when they come to me. Like, that's like, I can do that all day. You know what I mean? But where I'm at right now, I feel like that's me backpedaling, trying to recreate something that's easy to me. The punchlines are still there for me. You just got to listen to it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. You got something else for it?
No, I mean, I think the last 4 Banks mixtapes felt like substance, and we really got to know Banks. While like the More Money in the Bank shit was, yeah, you was just PLKing everyone to death. Let me punchline you to death. I'm better at rapping than all of you. These last ones felt like you were saying mature. Like there was substance to your raps, more or less.
Hey man, you can't. I'm not 2021 no more.
Exactly.
Like Joe said, I got 2 kids now. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the Banks I'm looking to hear from.
Completely.
Same.
And I feel like I'm cheating everybody if I just be this untouchable cool cat that dodge raindrops with my whole career. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Banks, let me ask you something, because you were on Conway's mixtape a couple years ago, and with the whole Griselda wave coming now, and there being a lane for that type of music in the masses, do you ever feel like you want to get with the Derringers, Alchemists of the world, and sit and really do a project or album to some degree with that sound now?
I actually, I spoke to Al too. We was talking about that. I've never, to be honest with you, I've never even been produced really in my career. I've never really sat down with a producer. I've done things through email for the most part. So that's something I definitely want to do in the future. Actually sit down, and whether it's an EP or whatever, or maybe even a collaborative effort. You know what I mean? Maybe like a Alchemist, half Havoc.
That would be great.
Word.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're talking. Banks, we've already spoken offline about what you're doing and what you're working on and how you're moving. So I'm not gonna say nothing other than it's a lot of us really looking forward to your return.
Hey,
and,
man,
and that's just it.
That.
Yeah, you don't appreciate it that much, nigga. You taking your fucking time. You like the guy. You like Rihanna, nigga.
Hey man, you know what I realized? Me, like, I don't know, I'm different. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone on an island. I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's never going to change. And sometimes I felt like, the more people show me that it's not about the love, I kind of fall back from it. Mm-hmm. So when you see certain things coming back that remind you of, give you that competitive nature, including the verses and things like that, it just puts things back in perspective for me, and I get that itch again, but I will return and I will be back. I want to come on y'all platform so we can have an in-depth conversation on, the ins and outs of everything.
Always welcome.
Nah, man, Banks feel like he gotta have, and that's old school thinking. He feel like he gotta have some shit coming to fucking come sit with niggas. But
I do,
fam, we just want to talk.
Nah,
we want to kick it.
Nigga to tell me, so how was it in 2003 with Miss? Like, I'm not.
No, we have.
I got some shit to do.
We have no interest in doing
let
that.
a nigga hit me with the 20-year anniversary shit. So how did it feel on your first record? I got some more shit.
When Teacher had a stunt dropped, how were you feeling?
Take us back to the Karma video shoot.
All right, well, listen.
But look, though, for some real shit, though, I appreciate y'all, because, a lot of platforms, they wait till you're in some bullshit or whatever, or make up some shit. Y'all always keep me in high regard and give me my props, man. So I just want to say I tip my hat to y'all. Y'all doing a wonderful job. I watch y'all all the time. Keep a slot open for me.
Listen, man, whenever you're ready, and with all of us up here, be clear, your legacy is already cemented, my G. We love you,
Appreciate that.
and whenever you're ready.
Appreciate that, brothers.
All right, bro.
Peace.
All right, y'all be good.
Yo, can I just say I love Lloyd Banks, honestly.
Banks is the greatest.
No, for real. Like,
It's good. I got caught up just listening because it's just good to hear, like, when you know guys from a certain era and how they were, and then hearing them now, how they, their temperament, their tone, just hearing mentally, you kind of see where he's at now.
You see where he's at. You can hear it.
Yeah,
you can hear it.
I like that.
Yeah, he sounds like he's in a great space.
Yeah, I went to he had a show at Highline Ballroom a year ago, maybe, that I went to.
That.
And I think he was closing with Hands Up, or one of his bigger records, Still Fly something. And his daughter ran on stage, and he completely stopped rapping the record and just danced with his daughter. Exactly. And I was like, this is the greatest way to watch Banks in Highline Ballroom. Like just chilling with his daughter on stage. She's
but
super small and young, like dancing on stage with him. I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
But I'll be honest with you. And I'm not talking about Banks right now, but it does seem like there's a fear for some of us who came up in a certain era to show you how much we've grown up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I've never battled that because I've just been a mess in public. But for some
that's
people,
because, Joe, it's never been cool for hip hop to get old.
True.
You know what I mean? And when I say that, it's like we're the only, probably the only genre of music to where it seems like once we reach a certain age, people be like, "Oh, he shouldn't still be doing this."
Or to be honest,
but that's not fair, Maul.
It's not.
That's the other thing.
Because hip hop was born when 79, 74. If we debate,
it's not that old. Yeah,
no, like that's what I'm saying. Like
we're just starting to see it.
We're showing people how we're aging now in hip hop.
Right.
I think it was just too recently where, and maybe I'm late to the party, but with people's acceptance of me through this podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, the person who has not been accepted in his entire career, like it made me appreciate, some of the fans that maybe wasn't so hip to when Money in the Bank, to when Money in the Bank came out, right? Mm-hmm. Or when Moon Music came out, or when fucking, what was Fab's old shit back? Like the people that wasn't there for that, if you growing up into this thing and it's here already, like they have a different appreciation for it. And the people that matured and grew up and maintained their sanity, not their success or their relevance, but the people that maintained their sanity and are still here, you have something to offer. Like I get sad when niggas like Banks tell me, "No, I'm not coming up there until I got something to promote because I know how that goes. Y'all not gonna make me feel like a legacy act. Y'all not gonna talk to me about a bunch of he's right."
No, he's totally right.
Because if that's the rule of thumb in interviews, if you don't have nothing to talk about, the interviewer will find something to talk about for you. And it don't feel good as an act. But it's like, damn, I want to appreciate some of you niggas as like Banks is a legend to me.
Oh, without question.
Like, yeah, pop out, nigga.
But yeah, with Banks, no, we would never do that. We would want to talk just in general. But I think Banks, like artists that are super self-aware of themselves, hip-hop is still a young man's game, no matter what. So I think some of them that are maturing kind of feel like I'm going to sound preachy or not corny, but like I don't even want to talk because it's a young man's game.
Yeah,
so I'm going to come across as the old preachy guy if I try to be mature on you guys.
But I think it's important for artists, for rappers and people in hip hop to do that because it shows artists that it's okay to grow and get older in this genre. It's okay to, talk about how the business of music was for us years ago versus how it is for these artists today. But I understand where Banks is coming from. He doesn't want to be that, because he's still, active. He's still making music. He's still, in the sport. But I think that it's just, it's dope to hear from those guys that came up from, especially that era that he was in. Like it's just
also,
because you.
Oh, go ahead.
It's just dope to see that because again, it's so much knowledge there. It's so much wisdom. There's so many stories. There's so many inspiring things that took place to where artists that or aspiring artists that are listening now will listen to that and he's gonna spark something in somebody. And a lot of people that even from my era, I don't remember a lot of Banks interviews and seeing Banks talk a lot.
Always quiet.
And so I want that just for me personally. Like I want to just talk and just like this phone conversation for me. Like I said, it was just dope to hear him speaking and just to see where he's at, kind of get a feel for his energy now. But again, he's a legacy act, and I don't think that's something that hip hop artists should run from. It's okay to be a legacy act because a lot of guys come through hip hop that we never remember. So being a legacy act is a nod.
And quickly to your point, Maul, of having something to offer to young artists, I feel like now artists are making it at a really young age. I feel like the average rapper age of new acts is like fucking 18, 19, 17. Banks was one of those few artists at that time in that era that was that age.